Hello, my name is Jerome Sadler, and I will show how NeuroLogik drives reuse, standardization, and development quality across an organization. NeuroLogik is an AI-driven application that ingests your organization's application repositories. For this demo, we've ingested 10 public repositories to give a sense of how NeuroLogik can be used, but usually it will be pointing to your repositories. Here are the 10 from LibreChat to LangGraph. NeuroLogik helps the implementation of standards by highlighting where specific technical outcomes conformant with the standards that you define have already been achieved across all of the repositories in your organization and are therefore candidates for reuse. So, for example, if I wanted to understand a general approach to a specific technical requirement, in this case, how we as an organization implement an evaluation pipeline to give us metrics on the performance of a large language model, we can simply ask NeuroLogik to look at the repositories that it has ingested, select the appropriate workflow, and then give us a detailed description of the steps in that workflow, some example code to help us get on the front foot to implement that workflow, and also, as part of this streamed response, we also get documents that are there to help us look further into detail. These are the documents that drove the response. We also get a visualization of the workflow as a mermaid diagram, and we can look at the underlying code in order to export it and edit it elsewhere. If I know that a particular pattern has been implemented in one of our repositories and want to use that pattern elsewhere in my application estate, I can ask NeuroLogik to abstract it upwards to define it and draw it out. So here, for example, we have ingested the Mastodon repository, and I can ask about the security implementation of Mastodon. I can ask NeuroLogik to give me the key elements of that design pattern and to draw a sequence diagram with the appropriate actors and messages between those actors so that I can then see a visualization of that process. And here we go. And again, at the end, we get the documentation that has driven the response. And here you see a sequence diagram with the actors and the messages between them. The key point is that NeuroLogik is able to encompass any or all of your repositories, not just a single file or multiple files open in an IDE. We work with you to identify and define the standards that you wish to propagate. We mold NeuroLogik to your needs in a few simple steps, and you have a powerful tool to drive reuse, standardization, and development quality.